There could be a bear there.
It could be a bear.
Or deer. Good morning, guys. Today finds us up outside Bedford, Virginia, in the Blue Ridge Mountains, here at the beautiful Peaks of Otter Lodge and Abbott Lake. Diana and I actually grew up about 30 miles from here and met in high school. That's another story for another time. The Peaks of Otter are a couple of the highest peaks in the Blue Ridge Mountains, and I'm going to take a minute here and show you this fabulous facility that was built in 1964 by the National Park Service. The beautiful Peaks of Otter Lodge, and then the hotel itself right over here. It's a very rustic hotel, a lot of history here with hiking trails all the way around it, including the hiking trail that goes all the way up to Sharp Top. If you're not up to hiking it, I did it in my 20s, I wouldn't do it today. There is a bus that will take you to the top of Sharp Top so that you can overlook. We've come up here for Diana's mother's 92nd birthday. Very happy to be here for that. This is a great area if you enjoy hiking and trails and just beautiful, beautiful mountain scenery. There's all kinds of history that surrounds this area, including a crash site of a B-25 Mitchell bomber that was on a training run back in the 50s that crashed into that mountain up there. And there is a hike that goes up to that wreckage, which is there to this day. This is the Peaks of Otter Lodge. This is Harkening Hill, the smallest of the three Peaks of Otter. This is Flat Top, which is behind the lodge, and this is Sharp Top, the most predominant and most traveled trail in the Peaks of Otter. I'm going to take you for a hike around Abbott Lake. Let's see what we can see. Abbott Lake, as it's named, is a man-made lake that is named after one of the first resident landscape architects of the Blue Ridge Parkway, Stanley William Abbott. As you can see this morning, I am actually on a paved trail that goes around Abbott Lake. The Blue Ridge Parkway flows in North Carolina and in Virginia. And if you wanted to fish the lakes in these areas, you must possess either a Virginia fishing license or a North Carolina fishing license to do so. Abbott Lake is artificial lures only and catch and release. This is a birder's paradise for the variety of birds in this area. Continuing my walk around the lake this morning. Easy trail, handicap accessible, this one is. Nice to be here in the spring when all the trees and everything are so green. Give you a look here. Guys, one of the joys of the Blue Ridge Parkway is it's not as crowded as, say, Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge in that area, but you certainly get a lot of the same experience. Very peaceful. Birds are singing. It's just an amazing area to come to if you just want to relax. Now, I do have to tell you, phone service, no, not so much. We have Verizon and AT&T, and they are zero. There is none. Which, it's nice to disconnect from the world once in a while and kind of get back to the way things used to be. So I'm not too upset about that. And we're only about 11 miles out of the town of Bedford. But you get up here into the mountains, get a little altitude on you, and they don't have cell towers up here. So just something for you to think about if you're coming up this way. And I'm now walking on the earthen dam that forms Abbott Lake. A little Easter egg over here. Didn't know that was there. Found this little Easter egg, so I thought I would come over and see what it was. Okay, it looks like just a simple cabin. It's not very big. But would you believe this is Polly Woods' Ordinary. Built in the early 1800s, this simple mountain cabin was operated as an inn, or ordinary, from 1830 till about 1850. Here the widowed Polly Woods catered to the ordinary needs of weary mountain travelers in a hot meal, a comfortable bed, and a place to stable his horse. Originally located 150 yards to the west, the building was moved to its present location in 1964. Yeah, this is an inn from the 1800s. Not much of a place compared to today's standards. But then again, I suppose you wouldn't have a whole lot of travelers up in this mountain area.
It's a lot to explore along the Blue Ridge Parkway. And it's really cool that the lodge is here. And at the lodge, spend as much time as you like. There's several trails.
The Johnson Farm Loop Trail, Harkening Hill Trail, which goes up Harkening Hill, a trail up to the Visitor Center, and a separate one to the farm itself.
And the Visitor Center is a really cool little visitor center. It's small, they got a few items in there, but it's neat that it's here.
And you can go under the road beside the creek through this little tunnel.
You'd hardly know it's part of the trail, but it is. Oh my, and talking about trails and things to do up here, one of the things to do is the Sharp Top Trail.
Climbed by the early Indians and a popular site since colonial days, the peaks were once believed to be Virginia's highest point. Later surveys proved that others were in fact higher, including nearby Flat Top, which is an elevation of 4,000.
Yeah.
Which, let me just set the record straight, I've been calling it Round Top. It's actually Flat Top.
Flat Top. It is definitely not stairs all the way, but it's a rough trail.
But on a clear day, it's worth every step.
Yeah. Stairmaster right at the beginning. Caution. This whole trail, caution. Steep and rocky trail. Hiking footwear recommended. It's kind of muddy right now. It's been raining. So, and of course in Virginia you have this red clay. That'll get your heart rate beating.
Okay, I'm standing over at Sharp Top Trail. This is a 1.5 mile trail. It's considered to be strenuous, but one of the cool things about this particular trail is that from Memorial Day through the fall, they have a bus service that will carry you within 1,500 feet of the summit of Sharp Top, so that you don't have to do this trail. The steps do not go all the way up. They only go a couple of 100 feet, and then it becomes a fairly rough woodland trail. I've done this mountain trail. I've done it with my children, and today our grandchildren did it together. It rises to about 3,800 feet. There's a beautiful granite summit on the top. Also, one of the neat things about Sharp Top is that it is a granite mountain, and at the time of the Washington Monument being built in Washington, D.C., they sent a granite stone from the summit to Washington, D.C. to be carved and placed in the Washington Monument. The trail is open 24 hours, and many people arrive here before sunrise to make the ascent to watch sunrise from the top of the mountain, which overlooks the valley and the two sister mountains here at the Peaks of Otter. In keeping with the buildings of the Appalachian area, all of the buildings pretty much on the Blue Ridge Parkway are built on the same lines of the original settlers in the 1800s. Just like this store here at Sharp Top. This will open after Memorial Day. That's why it looks like it's closed now. But we have been here many times and really enjoyed it.
Yeah, the bus, you go up there.
It's a harrowing little ride all of its own.
Yeah.
Disney World's got nothing on the bus ride.
Yeah, there's definitely some switchbacks, and at one point I think you have to go a little bit and then back up and then start again.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a pretty harrowing ride, but well worth it. If you're not up to the big trail, the bus ride's really good. The campground is only 260 feet from here.
What?
The campground.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like not even a trail. Sort of a trail, but not really a trail. It's more like a deer trail. I don't know. I might walk all the way. Will she do it or won't she? Oh yeah, it's right here. I see picnic tables up there. Yeah, clearly. Okay, so yeah, from the campground, you're right there at Sharp Top, beginning of the trailhead. That's down there. So these are the sights. It's not bad. I think that's a tent site back there, for sure. But, oh, this is lovely. Oh, back in sights. This looks like a cool site up here. I'm taking it down to, well, this is A18R. Might be good for a van. But this one, I'm trying to walk down to see which one this one is. This one looks great. We could park our RV here. This one, A16R. That's a great site. I like it. Oh, this is a nice campground. This is a really nice campground. Oh yeah, I'm glad we came up here. This is a nice one. It doesn't open until Memorial Day. Oh yeah, but this would be really sweet.
In 1936, the Blue Ridge Parkway was formed by the National Park Service and runs from Cherokee, North Carolina, all the way up to Shenandoah, Virginia. So over 400 miles. It's a beautiful skyline drive, and I would highly recommend it if you find yourself in this part of the country.
Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright.
Right past Flat Top. Yeah, the valley.
And the moon.
Oh, there it is. There it is. Oh yeah. It's like the mountains go on forever from here.
Yeah.
Oh, I like this through the rocks. Ooh, here you go. That's another view. Different valley. And here we are, back at the Peaks of Otter. Okay everyone, we came up here for a really special occasion, but we are super excited that we were able to show this to you. And if you've ever been here, go ahead and let us know that down in the comments.
All right, guys. This has been a beautiful weekend for us up here in the Peaks of Otter. You need to put this one on your bucket list. I'm not kidding you.